Hello, everyone. My jeweler guy who has coins and buys silver and items has helped me find a lot of really awesome stuff. 3 cent star, which this one, you can read the date on it. Looks like it's 1851. That's pretty awesome. Um, he found this for me, which is a sterling piece. It's not quite an ounce, but it's the Cross of Valor. That's neat. Um, um, He's found me quite a few of these worn out coins for stacking purposes. Not this JFK one though, I bought that one somewhere else. Or this 60D quarter. But the Walker and the Barber half, the Barber quarter, I got, and the Barber dime I got from him. This is an 1892 dime. First year. Other stuff he's gotten for me recently. These big Mexican peso coins. This German coin from 1912. More recently, he's found me some more of these standing liberties that are dateless. And he also found this fake standing liberty quarter, which this particular one, all you have to really do is look at the details of the lettering. You can see that the real one is very sharp on the lettering's edge, and that's kind of lumpy looking. Certainly not very sharp, and it's mimicking fake damage. It looks like a 1925 date's put on it, and so that would make it, and it's a Philadelphia. If it was real, would not even make it a very rare coin. So I'm happy that he's been able to help me find stuff like that. He found one of these. This one's a 1908 S. The other side's kind of blackened. But this is 80% silver, and it's right around a half an ounce of silver. It's a hefty piece. It's a little bit smaller than a silver dollar and a little bit lower percentage. By the way, he also helped me get this 1922 piece dollar with a hole in it, which I bought along with this half dime, which is a cap bust half dime. Very small. Just a little bit bigger diameter than the 3-cent star coin is. About the same thickness, probably. Anyway, more standing liberty quarters, including this one with a hole in it. Most of these are dateless and beat up, but he's helped me find them and at a price that beats online by a lot. And it's not even really close. Now this one I had to pay a little bit more for because it's a 1921 piece dollar someone drilled a hole in. Not quite as big a hole as this one has, but a 21 you should expect to pay a little bit more. It's much lower mintage, and it's more of a high relief design than what Although they do make a 22 that is high relief, it's not very many of them. But one way you can tell real quick is on a 21, those spikes are much thicker than what they are on the 22. If you ever find a 22 with thick spikes like this, you found a high relief one. There's other ways to tell too, but that is something to look for. You probably won't get that for no melt price or nothing. He found me this thing, which isn't silver, but it's still kind of neat, landing on the moon piece with the astronauts that went there. I quite like this, even though, like I said, it's not silver. A while back, he found this somewhere, and he sold this to me real cheap. I mean, it's a large cent. United States, my oldest United States coin by a few years. He does have an older half-dollar, cap bust half-dollar, 1813 one, but he wants 200, and I don't know if I want to pay 200 for one of those. This thing is a bicentennial 40% silver coin. They only made 40% quarters for that, for the bicentennial ones. Not all of them are that, though. They have to be estimate ones. Okay, rounding out towards the end of this. Yeah, he bought this a while back. It's Republic of Liberia, $20 silver, which I think is 3/9 fine. I think it's a little bit over half an ounce, but it's milk spotted, something terrible. But Theodore Roosevelt don't look too worn out on this, so I don't think this has really had much pocket wear. He also bought these about the same time. These are Cook Island half ounce 3/9 fine Morgan Peace Dollar celebration of the 100th year. It's done in a reverse proof style. Liberty on the bell on the back looks a little bit like a 50-cent one, but it has Queen Elizabeth on it. And then this one is just a Morgan dollar one. It says copy on it, but it is 3/9 fine silver, and it's right at 1/2 troy ounce. Most of your half ounce troy ounce pieces are smaller in diameter than this and thicker, but these aren't really supposed to be sold for a low premium. Usually this kind of silver sells at a high premium, but he sold them to me right at about melt price of a half ounce silver, which at the time was right around $24. He sold them to me for $12 a piece. That was a screaming buy. This Liberian one, it's a little bit bigger around and maybe a little thicker. So it's either sterling or 3/9 fine, so it's a little bit more silver than what these are. But all that stuff is stuff that he helped me find. And, I was really happy to get this from him because he did not charge very much. And when you go online to AppMex and look these up, they want, in general circulation like this one is, last time I checked, they wanted about $70, and he sold it to me for 24, which it's a little bit bigger than a Morgan or Peace dollar in terms of diameter. And it's a little bit higher percentage silver too, being that it's 90.27%. But he sold me a lot of this stuff really close to melt. And any of the stuff I bought from him, I paid a premium. It wasn't terrible. So I'm happy that he's there and he's in business. He's an older guy, though, so he could close shop in a few years. That'll kind of be a bummer. Because then, if he closes shop and the other guy in town closes shop, there won't be any coin dealers in town. The only kind of coins I'll be able to buy will be from a pawn shop. And usually they always want way too much for them. Now, I did buy this from a pawn shop. They had it marked at a price that was a little higher than I wanted to pay. I made an offer and they took it. This quarter, I bought it at a vendor place. It's a 60D, and it was about it was the same price in terms of how much over face it was as what a $50 was. But I'm trying to remember how much I paid for these. I don't think it was $30 even. It might have been 25. You know, I really can't remember for sure. But I'm glad that he's been able to find me stuff like this. Because buying these online, now the holes in it, obviously, but this would probably be a lot higher online most places. They didn't make a whole lot of this particular year or mint. D mint, which for these Germans stands for Munich. And this is pre-World War One, but I won't buy the World War II stuff just because of the ideology behind it and stuff. I won't buy it. I've seen plenty of it for sale, but I won't buy it. Anyway, I don't want to keep this too long, but I wanted to go live and, you know, thank this guy because he's helped me find a lot of really cool stuff. If you watch the video, you'll see what I mean. Now, last year when I was doing my treasure chest challenge, he found quite a few dollar coins like this piece dollar. Worn out Morgans, a few piece dollars they sold me at a really good price for silver dollars. It's hard to get them at that kind of price. Usually you can't. Most people want a lot more for their silver dollars than what I ended up paying, because I got most of it for 20 bucks. And they were worn, but you know, that happens. They get in circulation and get worn. But anyway, I want to thank Poor Man's Gold, Raven Ivy, Frosty, and Old Country Coin Collector for their stickers. Now, I'm not thanking the other guy who sent me stickers right now because he's taking a bit of a pause from YouTube. I think he's going to rename his channel too, so we got to wait and see what's going on there. But he needed to take care of some stuff, so he's doing that. And anyway, I hope that everyone has a good night. I decided to go live about an hour or two earlier than usual because if I wait till 7:30, almost everybody I'm friendly channels with, somebody in the group is going live. So I wanted to get a video out and put it out there, some content for people to watch. And always remember, though, when you have your cards, take a pair of pliers and flatten the staples if they're not. Don't have any carded stuff. All this stuff I've shown in this video has been loose. But I don't know. You can buy a piece dollar and get a capped bust half dime, even though there's a hole in the piece dollar, for $20. I just couldn't turn it down. Now, he might not sell that to everybody for that price, but been a good customer of his for a while, so, and we talk about all kinds of stuff too when he's not busy. But anyway, I want to wish everyone a good night. I hope that um, you're able to find a coin dealer who will work with you to help you find some stuff that you don't see all that often. Most coin dealers I know I ever went to coin shops, they'll have plenty of US 90% stuff, but stuff like foreign silver or large dollar coin or peso coins like this, that's not quite as common around here. And other stuff like this British sterling silver piece. You just don't find this kind of stuff around here too often. Although my other coin dealer I go to all the time, when he has foreign silver, he usually prices most of it at around melt. So I've been able to get some good foreign coins from him really cheap. But I didn't have to pay very much to get this little 3-cent star. If it wasn't slightly bent and worn out so bad, I think at good for this, these run 30, 40, 50 bucks probably. This one's scratched and worn and bent, so that's how you were able to get this so cheap. Because you can't really put a high price on a bent coin like this. No one's going to really pay that much for it. But I do like the design on these. If somebody would take this kind of design, this star with the little shield on it, and make a 1-ounce silver round with that kind of design on it, doesn't have to say United States of America or anything like that. Just show the little star, and then the back can just say 1-ounce generic silver, whatever. Doesn't have to look like this either. I'd probably want to buy a 1-ounce star coin. Only other star coins I have a few of are Cuban 20 centavos from the teens. They're 90% silver. I think they're the same size as a 20-cent coin that US made for a few years, but didn't keep making because, well, it's kind of confusing because it was only a little smaller than a quarter. People weren't sure if it was a quarter or a quarter or a 20-cent piece. It was confusing. But anyway, I don't want to stay on too much longer. I mean, anybody want to say hi? I can put up on your thing, up on the screen here that you said hello and stopped by the chat. I mean, it says there's 2 people watching. I'll give you a chance to say hello, and I can thank you for stopping by and stuff. Well, it's kind of looking like nobody really wants to say hello, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and bring this down because that's all I got.